The strangers that is within thee,
the other people that is within you, that is around you,
shall get up above thee very high,
shall be over you very high.
and thou shalt come down very low.
Then you will come down very low.
Nothing to lose, laced on my shoes, life on the line, I'm being accused, filled with pain, feel so used, I'm on the bottom, I've been abused, the road split, I had to choose, saw beneath the surface, we the real Jews, I took control, turn up all the quotes, I'm dying back to back, I see it on the news, I'm dying back to back, I see it on the news, my alarm clock is ringing, should I hit the snooze? I thought reality was real, I'm really confused. It's a spiritual revolution. Most high word is solution. If you don't believe, then you're living on illusion.
Your forefathers went through this? Most likely, or no? So why did this happen to them? Yeah, well, yeah, slavery, but why did slavery happen? Right? Yeah, but why not the Chinese people? You don't know. That's a good question. You ever wonder why? Okay. I want to come in the Bible and show you why. Deuteronomy 28, verse 50. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 50. But it shall come to pass,
So in the future, it shall come to pass,
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
if thou hear, Moses is talking to the 12 tribes of Israel. Because remember when they come out of Egypt, it was all 12 tribes? Right.
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes,
So if the 12 tribes of Israel don't listen to God to do the statutes, laws, and commandments,
which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
all the curses, which here is not going to list from 16 to 68, is going to come upon the children of Israel and overtake them. So we're going to go into a little curse right now, 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies,
Therefore, the children of Israel, for not serving God, read, will serve their enemies, serve the other races of people, read,
which the Lord shall send against thee.
which God himself is going to send against the children of Israel for their disobedience. So not to say that it just happened and God allowed it to happen. God specifically said, okay, Amorites, you are going to take them. Okay, Edomites, you are going to take them. Egyptians, you are going to take them. Because they don't want to listen to me, I'm going to put you in captivity now. Specifically to them, read.
In hunger
So in hunger,
and in thirst,
so that bottle of water that you have there, right? Just drink water. Everybody drink water. Do our people manufacture or make the water bottles? Make the water that you're drinking? Who's making it? Who owns the companies that makes the water? Is it our people? Yeah, it's now our people. Okay, like the water that we get from Wassa, that comes from a desalination plant owned by East Indians. Wassa is managed by East Indians. So the water that we bathe with, that we do this with, that's not coming from our people. We talk about blue waters, we talk about them other countries, either Syrians, Caucasians. So we know, if you realize you watch around the promenade, we selling it, we buying it, but we're not making it. And we are the most likely the #1 purchasers of the water. Right?
and in nakedness.
So now we're going to go on to nakedness. So the clothes that you're wearing, what it say, who make it? What it say, made in? So you know we ain't making that. We ain't making that. Well, Brazil, we gonna be in the slave shops, but we ain't own the shop, right? The slippers. USA, we are either in the factory working at the lowest common denominator, because we ain't owning the factory. It don't be owned by us, so we're not the boss there.
That's right.
At the end of the day, we had to go there like how we had to go Royal Castle thing, work there, but it's owned by Syrians. Okay, so read.
And in want of all things.
So the education that you've received, because how old are you? 17. So you went to secondary school. You're going secondary school. Right. When you, everything that we learn, our education system, who does it follow? Who is it patterned after? Right. But who they follow the syllabus and thing from? Where do we get the whole form system? No. Who set it before the teachers? We are following the English education system. Right, the English, right? Are the English our people? You understand what I'm saying there, right? So if you want education, you want the healthcare, we get that from different places. We don't originate it. We can't come and say this is going to be our syllabus now. We have to follow a curriculum which is set up by the same people who had our people in slavery. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon your neck. So you see in this picture, you can Google it. If you put yoke of iron in Google, I know you know how to use the internet, you will only see our people with the chains. They're not trying to change it up like that one or two white people, but come on, they doctored after the fact. Our people was on the auction blocks, was that yoke of iron on our neck. And he shall put the yoke of iron until when?
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until you have destroyed thee. So let me ask them, do you have a yoke of iron on your neck? Sister, you have a yoke of iron on your neck? A yoke of, do you have this on your neck now? No. You have this on your neck? I have this on my neck. So read that again.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
You ever realize when you take a home trained dog and it had a collar and you carry the dog on a leash, you can take off the leash now because the dog know not to come out. We are home trained dogs. That is the structure. We here in the country, we're not beaten up to say, well, here's the scene, we want reparations. Here's the scene, we know we was in slavery by everybody else. We want to go back home. We want money. You have treated us, you have mistreated us for all these years. We don't ever say that because we are destroyed. We have no unification. Remember I asked you, when you watch a black man, what do you think, what's the first thing that's come to mind? Most of the times. Sister, you want to? Oh, you can't answer. Well, like when you see, let me see you on the promenade, you see you're walking down the street late at night, you see a black man walking up next to you. What's the first thing you instinctively always do with your purse? Thank you. What do you always do? Clutch the purse. Because you're thinking, he might rob me. But you ain't thinking, you know, this is my brother, whatever, how you going, good evening. We don't look at each other in a way that is like, oh, say, that's my little sister there, and I'm going to try to make sure. Or you see an old, back in the day, you see an old woman cross the road, try to help her cross the road. If you see the white person though, excuse me, Mr. Sir, the white man is the safest person on this whole promenade. I gonna get robbed. We are to be watching around here to get robbed because we are destroyed. We are destroyed. So you see, there's one curse that fits us that was put on the Israelites. So read verse 68.
Verse 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So God will bring you into Egypt again with ships. This is one of the curses put on the Israelites thousands of years ago for their disobedience of the laws. So who was put into Egypt? Great Egypt.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What is Egypt called? What's our next word for bondage? Bondage. I have put you in bondage. Right? Jail or come on. If I am bound in you, you didn't do nothing wrong. I'm bound in you. I'm making you do what I want and in chains. What are you to me? So you'll be put into the house of bondage, the house of slavery, this time which way? Back in
and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships. So you're going into the slavery, this time with ships. So in history, sister, was it him? Kizzy, was it him? Denise, okay, Kizzy and me. Who in history went into slavery with ships?
Bring it out!
Other than black people. French people went into slavery? Amerindians? Right, you're talking good, you're talking good? No, but you're right, you was correct. The Amerindians went, well, was first before the blacks, went into slavery, sent back to Spain, to be slaves in Europe, and then the blacks that were taken from Europe, because it had blacks in Europe, they were sent to this side of the world. They take out their nationality, cut off their tongues, made them unable to speak, and then put them into this type of slavery. Nobody on the planet went through this slavery other than the blacks, the same blacks that we call the Africans, the Amerindians, the Aztecas, who is now Mexicans now, those people. The first people, who is called first people, so they were, and this one.
By the way of, I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there he shall be sold unto your enemies.
And when you come off the boat, you will be sold to the other people who are your enemies. Read.
For bondmen,
For what kind of man?
for bondmen,
For a slave man,
and bondwomen,
for a slave woman,
and no man shall buy you.
and nobody will redeem you. Nobody gonna buy you back. So this is why we are still in Trinidad even after Emancipation Day. Which is why we are in a certain, if you realize, where are we if you was to watch the blacks in society? Are they at the top of society? Kizzy. They're at the top? We in the middle. Why? Yeah, we put down. We are the way? Read that. 44.
Verse 44, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not. Verse 43, the strangers that is within thee
The other people that is within you, that is around you,
shall get up above thee very high,
shall be over you very high.
and thou shalt come down very low.
Then you will come down very low. And read 44.
He shall lend to thee.
He shall lend to you, because all the banks that we have set up here, Republic Bank, First Citizens, who run in those banks? It have the East Indian Credit Union, it have the so-called African Credit Union, it have that yet? The African? No. That the Chinese, look what's going on in Charlotte Street. The Chinese now are Chinatown. Whereas are we here for the longest, next to the Amerindians, but we have nothing. And we here working. We here working to the point where, are you going to work now? I'm presuming you're going to work now, coming from work. And I'll show you school, going home. Right, so read.
He shall lend to thee,
He will lend to you.
and thou shalt not lend to him.
We not going to lend to him. Because that's why, and guess what coming up? Christmas loan, Carnival loan, all these loans. But it's to trap you and trap you. So you will never be, you always be in a position of debt. Always owing. Never see your way. Read.
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
So who's lead? Who's lead? The head or the tail? The head leading. So I just read 3 curses that was to befall the Israelites, which happened to falling on us. So if this was to happen to the Israelites and it happened to us, happening to us now, what does that make us to go? Verse 40. Huh? Right, but what does God call us in this? Bingo. We are the biblical Israelites. You know, there's always saying, we don't know where the 10 tribes are. We don't know. We don't know where the lost tribes are. We was never lost. Read Psalms 83. This is what happened to us. We are lost for lack of knowledge. We are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And the knowledge we did not keep was the commandments of God. That's what we went off with. So read.
This is the book of Psalms chapter 83 and verse 3. Verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace.
So God, David in the spirit saying, or yourself in the spirit saying, God, keep not your peace. Say something. Oh,
And be not still, O God.
make a move, make an action.
For lo, thy enemies make it tumult.
Your enemies, the people, because God has enemies, the other nations hate God because he didn't pick them. So they're making a tumult right now. So they're coming and conspiring, they're making an uprising, right?
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
So they get brave now, they say, we're going to try to take you down now. We're going to try to deal with them, right?
They have taken crafty counsel
The enemies, have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against the children of Israel, because the God's people are the God. Okay, let me put it this way. You know they say God love everybody. They're not in this Bible. God loves only one race of people. That's the Israelites. Which is why when we sin, you realize we are the bottom. East Indians worshiping Krishna. Huh? The Chinese worshiping Buddha. They were them actually worshiping an idol. And look what's going on with them on Charlotte Street. We worship, anytime we go into this, we had this how long? We still at the bottom. We had the Kaaba stone. How long? We still at the bottom. We had Rastafarianism, we smoking weed and everything. How long? We still at the bottom. So that's not the solution. This is not the solution. The Cavastone is not the solution. Because that's all part of the crafty council. Read.
And consult against thy hidden ones.
So you see the hidden ones? Because now nobody knows who the Israelites are by showing it today who they are. Because you can probably say, well, I don't agree with that. But then tell me who else went into the slavery on the ships.
Right.
Who else went into the slavery? You got the yokes of iron at the bottom of society, scattered throughout the world, in the ghetto, in the jails. Who else filling it up?
Bring it on.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
So when I ask you, like, what's your race? What you would say your race is? If I ask you what your race is, you know Africa is named after African. Africa is named after a white man, Leo Scipio Africanus.
Bring it out.
So are we? Yeah, Roman general. Roman general. So what's your race? We after the white man still? I thought we was there before. So what was he seen there? And then if I ask you, what's your nationality? What you tell me? Check your ID card. Your ID card on your ID. You old enough to get ID card? Yeah, ID. What do they know? What do they say in citizenship status? They don't say nationality. Pull it out if you have it.
No.
The officer go on the show. So watch. At the front it says national identification card. So you're thinking, right, as a national Trinidad. When you flip at the back, in small blue, what it say over the, right? What it say over the. So are we citizens here or are we nationals here? Exactly.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.